Welcome back to IC Tune. We are on our fifth week of online lesson. I hope you're having a good week. We are going to review what we've learned last week first, and then we are going to go on for new topics. So let's begin our lessons for this week. We are going to review the rudiment that we have done last week first. Okay, so I gave you as an assignment that you have to play first two lines. I'm going to show you the first two lines, and please, as you watch this, compare how you played, how your stroke sounded like, and how it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to play first two lines, each line individually. Okay, so it's first line, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now the second line, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now I just played these two lines with starting with right hand, but as I have written on the paper, you should play both pattern from starting with right hand, but also starting with left hand. When you have the same sound and same accent as you play with left hand, then that's how you are practicing so that both hands will develop equally. Okay, so once you're done with practicing right hand, you have to also practice with left hand. So that's the review for today's rudiment. Second review is the fill-in. So last week we talked about playing the basic rhythm and playing quarter note, and then eighth note on snare and toms. So I'm going to show you what you should have done for the last week, and then you can check and compare yourself. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now I'm going to play with faster tempo. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We are going to start off new topic for this week with the rudiment as well. So last week we have done first and second line. This week we are going to play third and fourth line. Okay, it's the same way of practicing, same thing that you have to focus on, and same method of practicing as well. So I'm going to play third and fourth line as an example, and you are going to practice just like you did for the first two lines last week. Okay, I'm going to show you the third line now. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now it's fourth line. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now you see the difference between the last line and the first three lines are. The first three lines are mostly consisting of the single stroke. But then last line is mostly consisted of double stroke. Okay, so last line will be double stroke focused rudiment. And once you're done with practicing third and fourth line, then what you are going to do is playing all these four lines without stopping in between. So you're going to play from first line to very last line without stopping in between. So you're going to play total of 60 measures for whole. Okay, that's going to be the end for this rudiment, but you don't have to do it for this week, but you are going to do it sometimes later. So please keep practicing this even after you are done with the homework this week. Okay. This week we are going to learn a 4-beat. So far now we have played 8-beat bass rhythm, which means that you are going to play hi-hat 8 times in a measure. And now we are playing 4 beats, which you can guess that it means that you are going to play hi-hat 4 times in each measure. So if I count and play hi-hat with it, it's going to be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy, right? And then you're going to play bass drum at 1 and 3. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now for the snare drum, it's going to be 2 and 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you think about it, at 1 and 3, you are going to play hi-hat and bass at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And at 2 and 4, you are going to play your right hand and left hand at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you combine all these three, it's going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Even though it sounds easy, when you are actually used to 8-beat that we've been playing so far, it's kind of hard to play this rhythm. So you have to play slow at first so that you will get familiar with this, and then you are going to gradually get faster. Also, the rhythm that we learned last week with the bass drum, you can use those too. So I'm going to change bass drum, and you are more than welcome to change on your own. But I'm going to show you some example how it's going to sound when you change your bass drum pattern. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. When you are used to this, also you can get faster as well. But when you have you ever heard of a word rock? Not the rock that we see on the field, but this genre, this style of music is called rock. And when you play at church, you are going to play a lot of pop and rock. If you think about the genre-wise, style-wise, okay. So if you play this faster, which rock plays at fast tempos mostly, and I'm going to show you how it sounds when you play with the real tempo music. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you just saw, you are more than welcome to change bass pattern as on your own. Bass drum pattern is up to you. Whatever that you make, whatever that you feel like is what you're going to play. And also I'm going to give you a fill-in to learn as well. So it's going to be your both hands playing at number 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And bass drum is going to be played at end of 1, end of 2, end of 3. So it's going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So you are going to play the basic 4-beat rhythm and this ad lib. Okay, let me show you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1. So this is going to be assignment for this week of drum set. And this is it for today's lesson. I know some of the part may make you bored, and some of it may be hard, but hopefully what we are learning these days will help you to play drums later. Either you play at church or play somewhere else, so that you can learn and remember what we are learning. Okay, so hope to see you again next week. Please practice as well, and I'll see you next week with the 6th week of lesson for ICQ. Thank you.